Welcome to Techstination. Joining us is Matt Frazer, Business Development Manager for the Lumix line at Panasonic. Thank you for joining us, Matt.
Thank you for having me, Fred. We appreciate it.
Well, you've got a brand new camera announced this week and coming to market soon called the G100 in the U.S. Give us an overview, first of all, of where this camera fits into your lineup.
So we've obviously noticed a pretty significant trend in people wanting to have small, lightweight, high-performance cameras for blogging and vlogging applications where they're especially wanting to combine photography with video for social media deliverables. So this camera fills that market niche extremely effectively. It includes the photo features people would come to expect from a good photographic camera. Its interchangeable lens has the micro four thirds mount, so it's a sensor that's about 8 times bigger than the average smartphone, so very good in low light. You get a lot of creative control with that kind of a sensor. It has a flash and all the things you'd expect from a photo camera, beautiful viewfinder, nice flip-out LCD screen. But then we've also integrated video features that are particularly useful for vloggers. We have a selfie mode when you flip the screen out that is optimized to make sure the autofocus system is in our face tracking functionality. We've partnered with Nokia on an audio solution called Ozio or Ozo Audio that allows us to create a shotgun mic pickup effect with tremendous noise canceling, and it has the ability to track you. So if your face is a little to the right of the screen or a little to the left of the screen, the microphone will still keep you properly focused. And there are many auto functions on this as well, where if your face is off of camera and you're narrating, it automatically switches the microphone into a surround pickup so your voice can be heard omnidirectionally around the camera. So the goal here was to make a product that could serve 2 different purposes for social media posts, whether they're photo or video, and even serve vertical video applications like Instagram TV or just Instagram story posts where you want a 9:16 aspect ratio posting. By turning the camera sideways, you can have all of the metadata embedded telling you that you shot vertically. And when you import that information into your smartphone, tablet, your computer, it'll automatically be oriented that way for you.
Very cool. We'll talk a little bit more about some of the features in a second, but you paid a lot of attention to the connectivity too, for people to be able to use their phones or tablets along with the camera. Tell me about that.
Yeah, so we made certain assumptions about people who are posting to social media. One of those assumptions is they're less likely to use external editing software. Eventually they'll get there as their vlogs mature, but initially they want to be able to edit in their smartphone or tablet. They also want to be able to control the device from their smartphone. So we have a Bluetooth connectivity that can allow you to trigger record pause from your smartphone. On top of that, we've added a button on the top of the camera that makes transferring photos and videos very quick and easy from the camera into your smartphone or tablet. The goal being to get that content as quickly as possible out of the device and into your smartphone or tablet so you can quickly edit it.
One of the options for this too, for the vloggers, is the tripod grip. Tell me about that.
Yeah, so obviously there is a large trend for people interviewing themselves when they're doing a vlog. And no matter how nice the camera grip is on your camera, it's a little awkward to be holding it on the side of the product. So we've developed what we call a tripod grip that connects right into the USB port of the G100. When it connects into that port, you have a shutter button for taking photos. You have a video record button for taking videos. You have quick access to sleep the camera as well, so if you want to put it to sleep. And that allows you to hold it at arm's reach comfortably by holding it as a grip. And then later on, you can flip out 3 legs on that, set it onto a tabletop if you just want to do tabletop interview of yourself as well. It's a very flexible tool. It will also be compatible with certain Lumix cameras outside the G100. So people who have like a GH5 or if they have a GH5S, G9 camera, G85, those cameras have a remote port that'll work with this as well. So that'll be a $99 accessory, and if people decide to buy it in a kit, which we will offer it in a kit with the lens and the tripod grip, we shave $50 off the price of that grip for you.
You've done something a little bit unique, I suppose, too, with the stabilization system?
Yeah, so the target audience for this camera is really somebody who's moving from a smartphone or perhaps a point-and-shoot camera into their first, more creative camera without trying to be too bash. I'm not trying to bash other camera designs. I'm just trying to point out bigger sensors give you more creative control. So when people want to upgrade to this type of camera, one of the things that holds them back is the weight. They don't want a real heavy camera when they're migrating from their smartphone. So we shaved about 50 grams of weight by removing our in-body image stabilization system, which normally moves the sensor around to steady the camera. But we still integrated a gyro sensor similar to what we have in our world-famous IBIS system. And we've used a lot of those algorithms to allow us to move the image around on the sensor electronically. So when your hand shakes, we're electronically moving it on the sensor. And we also work in conjunction with the lens stabilizer. So these two devices work together to give you very steady images without the weight increase that you would get normally when you add an in-body stabilization system.
Now, you talk about this as a perfect kind of camera for vlogging. What about for families? Is this a good family camera?
I think it's a fantastic family camera. So I think the best camera is the one you'll carry with you. And it's nice and lightweight. It's got a beautiful viewfinder. It's got an exceptionally good LCD screen. And, I'll give a personal family experience. Went up on a family vacation, just a weekend getaway for some, we were sledding, on inner tubes on a sledding hill. I didn't bring my camera with me on that sledding hill. And I got the idea that I wanted to put together a little video of us doing our sledding. Well, I ended up using the smartphone. No stabilization. It looked shaky. My hand kept getting in the shot every time because of how small the phone is and how awkward it is to hold it. Had I had this camera, I would have shot that video 100% with it, and I would have had the camera with me because it's so small and lightweight. It's just a perfect complement to anybody who's doing family photography. And frankly, families don't just post photos anymore. People want to post videos of themselves. They want to get creative with those videos that they submit. So I think it's just the perfect camera for families. Yeah,
it sounds like a fun camera to use. And while you mentioned that terrific audio tracking microphone that's built in, the Ozo microphone that Nokia developed, you do have the ability to plug in an external microphone too, right?
Absolutely. I think some people may have personal preferences on the tonality of a microphone. Some people like one that has a deeper, more baritone tone to the voice, perhaps. So they may prefer an external mic. I personally find the Ozo microphone for shotgun applications is perfectly acceptable. But what I would do is if I were using an external mic, I would want to use a lapel or a lavalier mic, like a wireless microphone. And that's when you'll get a real enhancement over what we're doing with Ozo. So if you're able to get a lapel mic onto your shirt, it's a huge improvement over where Ozo is. But if it's a shotgun mic, you're going to really have to step up to improve over what the Ozo is already doing.
Tell us when people can get their hands on this, and a bit about the pricing, because you've got some special pricing going on right now for this.
Yeah, so the goal is that we should have it out sometime at the end of July. The pricing is supposed to be $750 US, including the camera body with a 12 to 32 millimeter lens. That's the equivalent angle of view of a 24 millimeter to 64 millimeter lens on an old traditional 35 millimeter camera. So it's got a nice wide to zoom range. That'll be $750. And then if you want to add the kit with the tripod grip, that's a $799 kit. So it's a $50 premium. But because we want to reward people for pre-ordering the camera, especially given the fact we're presently going through a pandemic right now, we encourage people to get out and do some photography, do some videography with the family. We're going to go ahead and take a $50 discount on either one of those kits. So you'll get a $50 instant savings when you purchase the camera. And we're also going to include an additional battery. So you'll get 2 batteries with the camera. And ordinarily, the camera charges its battery inside the camera via USB. That's incredibly convenient on the drive up to your vacation. You can keep it charging. But when you get to the cabin or wherever you're going, it's kind of nice to have an external battery charger that you can just slip the battery into. And we'll also give you a free external battery charger. So that's what we're running right now. And that should be through August 1st. So as long as people get those pre-orders in before August 1st, they'll get that discount.
And the typical buyer, once again, that you think you're going to get for this camera?
I think it's a broad cross-section of people. Anybody who's looking for a nice photographic camera that's compact with a beautiful viewfinder and a flip-out screen, it's great for them for photography. For people who are planning on integrating video into what they want to do, it's a terrific video camera. And obviously for people who aspire to be bloggers or vloggers, it includes a very complete set of features for their uses as well.
And what a range of lenses available for this?
Oh, wow. So Panasonic at present has 32 lenses just in our brand, but we're on the micro four thirds mount. So that was co-developed by Olympus, and between the two of us, we have 65 lenses for that system that all autofocus on the camera. Plus, we have additional lens options from many other companies. Companies like, there's a company named Vedra, there's several Korean manufacturers of lenses. It's pretty easy to find a lens if you want one. Some of the most popular third-party lenses are made by a company called Venice Optics. So you just have to look, and you'll be able to find well over 100 lenses for the mount.
For more info, where should folks go?
Shop.panasonic.com. Again, that's shop.panasonic.com. And that's an informational website where you can find more information about our products. And then if you want to purchase our products, we have a very complete network of dealers all throughout the United States and frankly all over the world.
And once again, it's the Lumix G100. Matt Frazer, thank you so much for taking the time with us.
I thank you too, Fred. I appreciate you giving us this opportunity.
Now this. How many companies out there have continued to innovate when it comes to building a better radio? I'm Fred Fishkin, host of Techstination, and I'm here to tell you about the new CC Skywave SSB radio from the wonderful people at C-Crane. Bob and his crew really love radio, and it shows in this new compact model that is packed with features. Beyond great AM and FM reception and sound, you can tune into shortwave signals from around the world, listen to ham radio operators, aviation, and more. It's the radio you'll turn to every day, and in emergencies. It will run for nearly 3 days on just 2 AA batteries. Pair the sleep timer with the new Soft Speaker 3, and you've got the perfect radio for your nightstand. Of course, it can wake you up too. Click on C-Crane at Techstination.com and put in the code Techstination for a free flashlight with your order. They love radio, and you'll love C-Crane.